Previously on Roll Britannia,
the Orcish Republic of Krull.
There is not a soul that has ever ventured to the Republic and lived to tell the tale. What you can see is what looks like a very impressive city.
What are you doing here? Put your animals away.
What do you mean by animals? I've got no animals here.
These, Icosamon.
Malrus!
Jeff Silverbow!
Derek Normalbeard.
The name's Etcham.
Cash Etcham.
Are you here for the big tournament?
Yes.
Emperor Keth Frostiron, he's making his way to the competing zone.
Yes, boy, how are you?
There you are.
It should be back to full health.
We need backup for you guys.
Barry, he's the orc.
You want to trade my Humphrey for your what's his name?
Oh, yes.
My house team shuttle the trains off the track.
I could live like this forever, guys!
Georg Varney is legging it.
Jeff, grab him.
Catch him, lads!
Let that be the end of
We
it.
got the trophy, haven't we? That's still in the bag.
yeah.
You know, we've taken down the bad guy.
Yeah,
We're all
we're-
back to normal. We can just sneak off the island, surely. Casper?
Jeff, why are you crying?
Just so happy.
I want to borrow your machine, Professor.
Okay.
A pile of guts and sludge.
That might have been David.
Anybody object to me taking Humphrey with us?
You will simply drift over the sea defences as though a balloon on the wind.
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Kyle's hot air balloons.
Appears to be locked.
Good news, everyone! We can make this look like a robbery, and you can still get your hot air balloon.
I'm going to smash the till.
Kyle keeps the demonstrators on the roof.
I just want to clock him in the face.
That'll teach you, you stupid nerd.
I want to go on
The
Aldebaran.
balloon starts to rise as you drift gently into the air.
What a wild ride.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action.
When we last left you for lunatics, you were drifting oh so serenely into the sky, into the horizon, and you were feeling very pleased with yourselves.
Inspired almost.
Yeah.
It's inspired.
Yes,
you might say.
we were
inspired.
You were all inspired. I was very pleased with how you all played out your roles. And since we're moving on from the old Icosamon world,
We barely
I know,
caused
it's a
any
shame.
chaos at all
I mean, yeah,
No idea what you mean.
A republic shattered.
as we
A
watched
few-
the
a few
burning
bricks
city
you
disappear
you
into the distance.
completely destroyed their biggest tournament, their biggest sporting event of the year.
And in some
You
ways, their way of
laid
life.
waste, laid waste to organised crime, which is probably a good thing.
Created a power
And-
vacuum.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did, yeah.
I mean, I think probably destroying well, not destroying, but severely damaging the economy of a small shop owner.
Hey, that was the professor's doing. And Malrus's a little bit as well.
He was crazy.
He was
He
absolutely
was
mental.
quite crazy.
So
Just
Derek
jump in this machine. I'm sure.
let's picture the scene. You're all quite happily in this hot air balloon, blissfully unaware of anything really, and just having completely gone along with the whole process, and without any of you really thinking about how you're going to navigate said balloon.
High
dislike
hopes. I've got high hopes.
Drifting serenely through the sky as the ocean sort of just does ocean things below you, and below that fish and other life forms do whatever they're up to. Something eats something. There's a bigger fish that eats that.
There's always a bigger fish.
I like it when it goes all David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Really beautifully done. There's a fish and it does ocean things with other fish.
It's all underwater, who cares? Back to the...
Well, as we know, there is no such thing as a fish, so it's all
Just
just
many
semantics. And
fish.
the
Fish eye?
distant view of the Orcish Republic is slowly disappearing behind you,
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
and the sun is rising, so it's it's set to be a beautiful day
Guys.
up in the sky up here.
Guys, do you think we're past the sea defences yet?
They call
Real.
those sea defences. Do they just mean water?
I don't know.
Because, we travel on that shit all the time. Maybe they're just, scared of it or something.
Would you
probably.
class us as at sea, James?
I don't know. If you were flying over the Atlantic, would you describe
Mentally.
yourself as at sea?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Would you?
I'd say we were in flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lost over the ocean in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
But if I had to describe someone where I was at that moment, I'm not going to be like, I'm in the sky, because that's a terrible navigational system.
It's the 1980s and the 1990s, say, and you board Concorde, right? And you hop in, you're heading to New York, and you think, yes, I shall have my first gin when I'm at sea.
Yeah, international
Yeah.
waters, baby.
Yeah. Equally, if that said plane then crashed, bad.
I mean, if it
Karma.
landed in the ocean, I might agree with you, but
if
I'm
it was
not
flying
certain.
from one point to another over the ocean and it crashed
How-
and they didn't know where it was, they would say those people were lost at sea. They're not necessarily
Yes.
lost on plane.
At what point does it stop being at sea? Because if the ISS goes over the Pacific, does that make the ISS at sea?
No, but that's in space, that is.
No, because its immediate surrounding is space,
Well, the immediate surrounding of a plane is air.
but it's still the Earth. Our immediate surrounding is clouds. I guess we're lost at cloud.
This is like arguing with a deity, Alex. He's got his decision
So
in his
what
head.
we've
has
decided
Who's that
to do-
voice?
You
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
lose. You can't win an argument with fatuousness.
We're
Don't argue with God.
we're already floating in a hot air balloon over the open ocean, and what we've decided to do is anger God.
by debating whether or not we are technically at sea.
I'm just imagining James's face in the clouds now.
What, like the Teletubby
Like-
baby?
Right.
I was thinking, yeah.
No, more like that thing out of Rick and Morty where the big head comes down and goes, "Show me what you got."
yeah,
I was thinking
Yeah.
like Mufasa.
yeah. So, or Bleeding Gums Murphy from The Simpsons.
Jeff,
Anywho.
you know you're not at sea.
So what do you do? You're not at sea. What do you
Everything
do?
the sea
Okay.
touches belongs to you.
I'm not at sea.
Except
Okay.
that dark patch. That's the Orcish Republic. That's really horrible.
Malrus, didn't you have some sort of compass?
Yes, yes, I do.
Could you find
Don't
where
you
we're
have
going?
some sort of Umberly's blessing?
I do, and I was thinking if only I knew where to get us. I've got the power, but I no direction because we're not at sea. But you've got direction and no power at the moment. Don't take that the wrong way. Holy shit! Please don't look at me like that.
Don't
have you
make
done?
me dangle you out of this balloon.
You couldn't dangle a fucking fly out of this balloon. Look at you.
Please
anyway,
don't
have you got a compass
Please don't
on you?
challenge him. Please don't challenge him, Jeff. Now's not the time.
I'll let that slide for now.
To be honest,
in
at
the
this
air.
point, I'm getting sick of the wizard sleeve.
Malrus gets pissed off with me at every single turning anyway. I don't
Well,
have to
you
do
you
anything, and he
do
just
keep
gets pissed off.
provoking
He
him.
wants to beat me. I don't ever provoke him. He gets involved in arguments beyond his
You don't
control.
poke the
and
bear,
he-
Jeff. You
I don't poke.
the
I
bear.
poke the fucking
Malrus,
squirrel next to the bear, and the
Malrus.
bear gets annoyed.
Malrus, let him run out of
nowhere.
steam. Just let him calm
Do you have a
nerves down.
fucking compass?
Just let
I
him
can
go.
blow us where we need to go. I got no idea. I'm just going to blow us towards the sun if you don't shut the fuck up. Where are we going?
Keth and I think, are just trying to sleep in the basket
Yeah.
with our hats
Just-
over our eyes.
Just let him go, Maris. He'll get tired soon.
Hang on, let me find my
He'll
stats.
wear
for the
himself down
compass.
like
Can
a
I roll a
puppy.
perception check to see if I can see any kind of ships on the sea below us or anything like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Roll perception. It's fine.
Okay, so that is a 12 altogether.
You don't see any ships.
How high
Do
are
I see
we
anything
then?
that might look like a ship of any format, or something that I might perceive as a ship?
No,
Okay.
not
Oh,
with a
yes.
12.
Ooh.
Listen, I just want to get us back to the Dath, guys. I can't see it anywhere.
Well,
I'm going to use my compass, but James needs to, or Mr. DM needs to roll a d20.
Do I? Okay.
So your roll, not mine.
Does anyone stone a fast speech?
Right.
work?
What is this? What is
I can't get any
You'll have to
signal.
tell us what it does.
I'm with Vodafone, that's
A
why.
tarnished brass compass, which does not point north. Once per day, the compass can be used to direct the user to their truest desire. Now, I haven't actually said what that is at the moment, so we'll come back to that.
That's
the
cool.
DM will roll a d20 to determine how accurate or useful this item will be.
Well, what's your truest desire, Malrus?
This is where we
Nando's.
take our headphones off, isn't it?
Is it the Nando's aboard the Tel Dath?
It plows into the awkward public Nando's that we happen to see.
You know what? It is the Nando's above the Tel Dath.
How can the hot air balloon pull us into the future?
A wormhole opens up in front.
If this hot air balloon gets to 88 miles an hour,
The irony of choosing that car with a speedo that went to 85. Just mind-boggling. Anyway, yes. Okay. And you hold this brass compass and you stare at the dial as it whirls around in a sort of whirly motion, as whirly things tend to, before coming to a shuddering halt, pointing in a direction.
It's over there.
Do you desire me?
What's over there?
Why are you pointing at me?
Nando's?
Almighty Umberly, grant me your blessing. Can you
Maybe.
blow us over there?
It might be Nando's. I don't know.
And as you say this thing,
Do you think it's been built by now?
Probably not.
as you say this thing,
I was really looking
a
forward to
sudden uptake in wind swirls through the air and catches your balloon and makes it make a sort of abrupt right turn and in the direction that you just gesticulated, Jeff.
Jeff's
the police
hanging
were
his arm
there.
out the window like a...
We're now in a hot air balloon pursuit.
Trying to put sunglasses on, but being pressed back by wind resistance. Like, come on.
Airborne 5-0.
Kane.
The fuzz just sort of scream by in another hot air balloon.
Everyone act cool. Everyone act cool.
Unfortunately, that's not part of the story. That's just the neighbourhood that I live in. Back to the podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, no, your hot air balloon takes off in the direction that you just gesticulated, Jeff. And as you're drifting along, it's a little bit uncomfortably fast. It feels like the balloon is very much sort of
Jeff.
dragging the
Now we're moving. Now we're
Jeff.
moving. Go on,
Jeff.
Umberly.
gondola.
Kia.
along with
Slow
it.
Yeah.
down. I don't want this to crash because I've got a plan for it if we can not crash the balloon.
Where are the
If-
brakes on
if
this
that's
thing?
okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to spill my beer.
Where did you get that?
I have a beer horn.
Don't crash the balloon, Jeff. Don't crash it.
I'm not controlling the balloon. I just control the wind.
So have
Well,
you actually been into the wizard's sleeve, or did you get that out of Bob?
No, the beer horn always lives on Keth's left hip.
Good. Right.
Don't worry.
Just checking.
God,
Just
that's the
checking.
last thing
Oh, I
we need.
double checked before I gobbed off.
Just an owl bear materializes in the gondola with you.
Last thing we need.
Wait, can this thing fly?
like a Life of Pi type situation.
Yeah.
Whose kraken is this?
Just flow it. You just flick it overboard. It's only a mini one.
Yeah.
That's a problem for later in the season.
Yes. He's no longer a baby kraken anymore.
He comes back, Daddy.
Bill just gives me a horrible stare. Who's he?
Who's this then?
Who's this then?
Do you have some explaining to do? No, and as you're sort of being dragged off in this direction, eventually a small ship appears on the horizon.
Look, a small ship. It's appeared on the horizon.
Which horizon? Oh, that one there. I could see my house from here, I guess.
Turns out you can as well, because as you draw closer, it turns out that the small ship is quite a large ship. And in fact, so large as to be the Tel Dath.
Oh, she's at sea again.
Oh, lads. It's good to see the sight of her, isn't it?
Timbers is
I've
taking her
missed
out for a
her.
spin.
He's just drifting.
Yeah.
Just donutting in the
And the balloon is getting closer and closer, and it's still quite a way above the Tel Dath. And it's
that'll do.
drawing
Umberly.
closer and closer.
Something to not smash into it, please. Don't smash into it.
Jeff, can you
That'll do. That'll do. Can we
turn the power off somehow?
slow this down, Jeff?
just chill? Thanks, Umberly.
Okay, and the wind dies down, and you are now hovering, drifting gently high above the Tel Dath.
Mighty Umberly,
Like
I thank
above-
you for your blessing and your help in aiding us to get home. I really appreciate it. Yours truly, Jeff Silverbow.
Yeah. Cheers, drive.
Anyone got any gas money or grass money or ass money?
I always have some ass money secreted about my person, but I'm
We
not
know
giving
this.
it to her.
We know that Derek keeps it in his anus. We know that.
For God's sake, it's not in my anus. One of my favourite quotes ever.
Jeff stole it off you, didn't he?
Yeah, but I always replenish the stack.
Just shove a few more coins back up there. Oh, I was feeling loose. There was too much jingling.
I'm clinking like a goddamn change purse.
It's not a bowel movement unless it clinks.
You should just use notes, Derek. They're waterproof nowadays.
How high above the Dath are we? Perception.
Yeah,
I
we above the
suppose?
crow's nest.
Hot air balloon height.
Well, that can.
We need to get down somehow.
What height
They
is
can
that?
go quite low. They can like.
Would you say that it's more than 50 feet?
Hot air balloon cruising height.
What height is the cruising height?
I don't know. Hold on.
Is it
Come
more
on,
than
Cranberry
50 feet?
expert.
Cruising altitude, of like a Concorde is like 30,000 feet in it.
Is the air
Did I say
thin?
Concorde? I said hot air balloon.
Yeah, you can't breathe at that fit.
I was picturing us having martinis on the way over.
You're travelling somewhere between 500 and 2,500 feet. Pick one.
500.
500.
500.
We're going to go low, James, with 500.
I've got roughly 30 feet of rope left on me.
Malrus.
I've got 50 feet of rope.
Malrus.
How-
Before we do rope things,
That's
Malrus, I just had a thought. Do you have any kind of spells that can like teleport us or anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how far could you do that thing you did in the hallway, Malrus?
Not
The
He's
little,
done
like,
it. He's done
not
something.
500 feet.
What did
really?
you do?
You got some pretty good range on it. Oh, it was cool. He did the thing that I do, but like not switching places. He like, sorry, I've got some phlegm in my throat.
It's the altitude, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a very phlegmy journey. I think it's this recycled air they pump through the cabin.
Can I
That's just to calm you down, Derek.
roll perception to look for any sort of onboard balloon controls?
Yes.
There's a big desk that we've ignored in the middle of this
Yeah.
space.
It just has a big
This thing that's
down
big
button
button
on
that
it.
says up and down. Yeah. Yeah. Feel free. Have a look.
That's a 22.
Oh.
22. Yeah, there isn't a big button that says up or down anywhere on board.
Lads, we need to make ourselves heavier, or pop the balloon, or just like, if you could get us, how far could you actually do it? Like, we could get down the 80 feet. Could you teleport from
No.
there?
No.
Ah, fuck.
Let's just let a bit of air out of the balloon.
What, like, just put some holes in it?
Put a
Yeah.
like shoot a shot straight up.
I feel like that might end badly because we can't undo that once we've done it.
Just be like,
And
we'll,
then
ju-
we're
we'll
just
just
dropping.
squeak
Jeff.
down. It'll be fine. Right,
Yeah.
shall I shoot a hole
Can
in
you
it?
get Rumbly's blessing to blow us down instead of across?
I feel a bit bad asking her to do it. I've just, we've just had her help to get all the way
Yeah,
over
but
it.
like,
She
she's
doesn't-
carried us over. What's putting
I
us
know.
down at the end of it?
It was a very big
Exactly.
blow.
She's quite a positive person. She doesn't like putting people down. She's more about raising them up. So I don't think she'd be really game for that. I'm afraid, guys.
Okay, who wants me to shoot a hole in
I
the
can
balloon?
only use it once a day.
Imagine, yeah, I love your justification to be just like, nah, I'm just not feeling it.
Fuck you, Malrus. Next time,
So,
get your
yeah.
compass out quicker, prick. That's it. Do a flip.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have any other ideas other than making us heavier or
I've got a great
pounding
idea.
a big hole in this balloon. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, have you
Hold on,
got
lads.
have you got the wizard sleeve with you?
I do. We could get in there and then somebody could teleport down. That's what I was
Can
thinking.
you get all of the furniture from the wizard sleeve and pull it outside into the basket?
Now, unfortunately, as dope as that would be, I think it's all imaginary furniture, and so is held down by the weight of our own minds.
We can only try.
That's not a bad idea. If that doesn't work, I'll shoot a hole in the balloon.
All right, fine. We could try it, but you're shifting the fruit machine because that thing's a bastard.
Kath, you could say the magic word and get all your beer to come out.
That's
I mean, that would work, to be fair.
Hang on. Before we make any decisions, I've got an idea. Hey, Clippy.
And a paperclip appears in the midst of it.
Oh,
It's just,
not this fucking thing again.
who's
Hello?
It could be really useful. Hey, Clippy. It looks
Hi,
like we're
Clippy.
stuck
I
in
can
it.
see you're trying to hot air balloon.
Well,
Is that right?
oh
sort
this
of, yeah.
guy.
We want to try and make the hot air balloon go down. Do you know how to make a hot air balloon go down? You have to roll a d20 to see how helpful you are.
Yeah. I'm just doing it.
Oh no.
You've just. Oh no.
Please no one. Please no
It
one.
looks like you're trying to go down in a hot air balloon. Is that right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Ooh, we
Clippy.
could be onto
Good
something.
boy.
Oh,
Would you like me to search for how to go down in a hot air balloon?
Search. Yes.
search what?
Shut
Search
up,
me.
Derek.
Okay, never mind. I'm not questioning the concept. Sorry.
Searching.
And he sort of vanishes.
This is exciting. We've never got this far with him before.
I really want to shoot a hole in this balloon.
What's
Keth
that?
just stroking Bertha. Soon, girl. Soon.
Oh, I'm twizzling Brittany on his finger.
Can I start moving furniture?
I'll open the wizard sleeve and let Malrus do all the heavy lifting and hard work. And if the chairs that he moves out, well, it's his idea. If the chairs that he moves out disappear when he gets to the doorway, that's up to him. But I'm not lifting a finger. I CBA. Sorry,
My
Malrus.
CPA. I ain't got time to say can't be asked.
Or do I have to roll to push a reasonably sized table out of the door?
You can attempt to move.
Why not
furniture
start
out
with
the door.
something light, Malrus, before you even know if it's going to work?
Like a beer mat.
I'm supervising Malrus.
For some reason, Malrus, however you try it, the furniture just won't fit out of the door.
Or even the chairs.
You think it should, but for some reason, it always seems to catch on something.
Malrus, what are you doing? Look, watch
trying
this.
to get the chair out.
Oh,
And then
that's
I'll
clever.
Let me
Careful.
try this table. Hang on.
Oh, I'll
That's
come and give you
better.
a hand.
That's a better anti-theft device than any alarm. I'll take that.
Between the two of you, it still seems to be happening. However you try and maneuver these pieces of furniture, they always seem to catch just on the door.
Look,
frame.
I'm going to go behind the
Pivot.
bar, grab a
Pivot.
glass, and just throw it out.
Pivot! Pivot!
Pivot. Roll to hit, Malrus. Roll to hit the door.
The open door.
Well, I'm standing next to the door, so I should probably do a dex save or something.
Well, if you're standing next to it, we'll find out.
Oh, God.
That's 3.
Oh, Derek. Oh,
Derek, roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
That is a...
Come on, roll high and you can catch it really cool and just be like,
That's a 16.
sorry, I forgot I hadn't finished that.
The 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you either evade or catch that.
I presume it was like a half-full bottle, and he just threw it,
Yeah.
and I'm just going to catch it and then take a swig.
That's very cool. And Clippy reappears.
Hello.
Oh, Christ. You scared the shit out of me. Sorry, yes. How do we go down?
Keth, you want
I
to...
found 400 answers for how to go down in a hot air balloon.
Oh, fuck. Okay, what's the top
International
answer?
waters, baby.
Top answer is busty maids go down in hot air
Oh,
balloon.
fuck. Oh, God. You don't
Oh.
have parental control.
Yeah, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Keth sprints
Yeah,
out
go
of
on.
the sleep.
Go on, then.
What?
Jeff clicks on that. He wants that to play. Go on then, James.
In that gap was some content that was too explicit even for our podcast.
But I did enjoy it, though. Oh, I need to wipe myself
very
down now.
descriptive. I'm impressed.
We had to have a small break for Malrus to go and clean himself off.
Chaps, I'm going to need to go and have some private time.
I need a cigarette after all that.
At least you didn't do it on camera like Paul.
And Clippy says,
Some of that's probably going to be cut out. I know, I'll stay in.
Who knows?
and Clippy says,
Would you like to see results instead for instructions on lowering hot air balloons?
Yes, please, Clippy.
Okay, I've found 3 possible solutions for lowering hot air
Oh,
balloons.
please be useful.
Oh,
please
Christ,
be
you
useful,
scared me
please be
again.
useful.
Yeah, let's have the top result, please, Clippy.
Top result is add weight.
Okay, what's the next down result?
Remove air.
And the final result?
Jump.
No,
Yeah.
no.
These
Don't
are-
fancy that, to be honest.
Have you got any suggestions on how to add weight? Oh, no, don't ask that. Don't ask. Oh,
Searching.
eat a hearty meal.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this thing.
Start working out.
Can I roll to
It's not going to be very helpful, I'm
shoot the hot air
He's
balloon?
just going to do it.
sorry.
He's
I've
just
been
gonna
waiting
do it.
so long for the go-ahead. Malrus just does it.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Oh, I knew I should have done it earlier.
That's a 12.
A 12 hits the hot air balloon, yeah.
Fuck!
You puncture a hole.
Jesus Christ. Who was that, Keth? Was that you?
Sorry, that was a misfire.
Marp.
And you hear the sound. You all hear the sound of rushing air.
How big's the hole?
It's pistol size. You shot it with a pistol, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little pistol. Yep.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
rapid
so-
do we start to fall?
No, you don't drop, but you do start to very slowly feel like. I mean, so slow that unless you were really looking for it, you probably wouldn't notice.
My go.
Until you
I want to grab my stone of fast
And
speech.
Keth's
Okay.
going to shoot another hole.
roll to hit. What are you shooting it with?
I'm going to grab
Pistol.
my stone of fast speech as well.
Okay.
We should probably let Timbers know where we might land on his deck, lads.
12.
Yeah, we
On his what?
On his
incoming.
Timbers, you're about to have 4 lads land on your deck. You might want to prepare.
Sorry. What was the hot air balloon roll?
12.
12 hits, yes, and you puncture another little hole in the hot air balloon. You start to descend slightly quicker.
Oh, Malrus, should we draw a smiley face with?
Don't want to make
with
too
bullet
many
holes?
holes. I want to try and keep this thing.
We can patch that. We can patch that.
We can patch it.
Yeah? You think so?
With the current holes, they look patchable. I don't know. I don't know much about hot air balloons.
Let's try not
This is
to
the first
make
time
it
I've ever been in one.
too full of holes.
Yeah, let's please not start dropping too quickly.
If we're going down, that works for me. We can just chill.
yeah,
we?
yeah, but we need to, like you say, Jeff, let's rig up Timbers and tell him
Oh,
we're
I
coming.
thought he couldn't hear me.
And Clippy reappears.
Oh
and
fuck!
he
I
says,
forgot.
I found 1,382 results on how to add weight.
Could you just turn him off?
Can you get rid of him?
Yeah, but I don't. In fact, we're all the way up here. Don't judge me, guys. Windows Vista was an excellent operating system.
Louder.
I don't feel like that was at full volume.
I don't feel like that either.
I feel
I barely understood it.
That was
I
half-assed.
feel like nothing happened.
I didn't really even hear you. Why'd you whisper it for?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
you
what's
need
that
to
all
lean
about?
in closer to the mic.
That was right under your breath.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. Windows Vista was an excellent operating system.
Whoa,
Clippy
let's
disappears.
keep it
Oh,
down.
That's better.
Oh my god, Jeff, that hurt my ears more than the gunshots.
You wanted a gunshot. And then Keth is going to shoot the balloon again.
It was that or the annoying clip.
Okay, roll to hit.
14.
14 hits the balloon.
Blam. It's just 3.
Hole. You start to descend slightly quicker again. Sorry, was someone trying to get hold of Timbers,
Yeah,
by the
we
way?
were, yeah.
You were all talking over each other,
Rig,
which...
rig.
Which would happen if we were all going down in the hot air balloon.
yeah, you would, yeah. You hear Timber's voice at the other end. It says,
Hello, boys. Is that you up there?
Yes.
Timbers, we're coming in hot.
Wow.
Well, lukewarm,
Lukewarm.
if anything.
Nice.
Well, we're coming in.
I assessed it might be you when I heard strange sexual noises coming from the sky.
Sorry, Clippy's bad.
We're coming in tepidly.
Oh, very good, Keth. Very good. Will you be landing on board, or will you be making a bit of a wet entrance, as they say?
Name your sex tape.
Sorry.
Buy us dinner first, Timbers. We've only just got back. We're tired.
We're going to try and stick the landing
Fine.
on deck, obviously.
On deck, probably,
yeah,
Timbers.
you might want to keep this hot air balloon if we could get it working again.
Well, have you worked out how to steer one of those things?
Kind of.
Have gods.
No, but I've seen things. Clippy showed me other things that I won't forget in a hurry. Don't ask, Timbers.
Not
Don't
useful
ask.
things.
I'm a changed man.
That sounds very interesting. We shall have to discuss it later. Report to my office as soon as you're more terrestrial bound.
Will do.
Roger that.
Thank you, Timbers.
See you shortly then.
How
More
high?
gunshots, Keth?
Don't mind if I do.
God.
13.
13 hits.
I'm just handing him loaded guns.
Bet you can't hit that bit up there, Kesh. Just egging him on.
Trying
Hit Kyle's name.
Trying
It's
to
what he
write
would have
the
wanted.
K.
And
Like a very-
Malrus, are you shooting as well?
I rolled a 5. Does a 5 hit?
No,
Oh.
you miss.
I missed.
You somehow managed to fire a bullet through a hole that already exists.
Cool.
Nice.
That was a great shot, Malrus. I bet you can't do it again. I bet you.
Probably
I bet you
not,
10
no.
gold. You can't do it again.
Ooh.
Roll to hit.
I'll
He's
take
got to
that,
get a 5.
Yeah,
He's got to get
yeah.
Wait, has he got to get a 5 or lower, or has he got to get a good score? What's he got to do?
I'll let the DM decide.
If he's aiming for it specifically, this has got to be a good roll.
Okay.
No, no.
It's a 9.
A 9 doesn't hit, and you put a hole in the balloon.
And you're down 10 gold.
Yeah, I'll have that 10 gold,
And I'll
please.
throw 10 gold at Derek.
I'm not the kind of guy you want to owe money to, Malrus.
And eventually, you realise you're approaching the deck of the Tel Dath at slightly more than you would probably want to be approaching the deck of the Tel Dath. I would say it's slower than falling, but quicker than, say, a soft landing in a hot air balloon might want to be.
Brace, 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 lads. We're coming in
Okay.
fairly warm.
Down, down, down. I'm going to just make sure I've got everything that I own securely in my pockets and hunker down.
Okay. Could all of you please roll a dexterity saving throw? then?
Oh, natural 1.
No.
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled the wrong dice. It's fine.
Yeah.
12.
It's a 17.
Oh.
And
That's 13 total.
21.
I also got a 21.
Oh,
Plus 6
no.
on my dexterity saving throw.
Same.
2 21s you remember seeing somewhere in your youth about how to safely crash land in a falling gondola.
Wish I remember that earlier.
That's what this is. So useful.
Yeah, you remember the correct procedure is to lie as flat as you can to the ground and
And just accept the impact.
They were actually teaching it in the sex video that was on there. It was just masked
Yeah, they
by
were.
the sex.
Yeah,
Keth and I
so
are
you
recalling
managed to do that.
positions.
Malrus, you attempt to jump just as it comes into land, and you don't hurt yourself, but you do fall quite stupidly, and you sort of wind yourself a little bit.
God, here we go.
Jeff, you just sort of crouch a little bit and hope for the best, and you bang your head on your knees, and you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that looked
It-
rough.
We must be
Get right on the
home.
board,
I'm
Ed.
feeling injured.
Nearly knocked yourself out and you almost prolapsed at the same time.
And you have a nice bruise on your forehead.
It
now.
wouldn't be a trip back without.
Me getting hurt on dismount, would it? Yeah. We've got back to the boat. From another vessel. I've got injured getting. Oh, we haven't even got out of the basket yet, have we? Let's.
No.
We're home.
Honey.
There's a sort of cloud of dust a little bit as the balloon sort of slowly settles, and you hear a voice that you know well that just says, "Well, it had to be you making that kind of an entrance, didn't it?" God, you're all here. And there are a lot of you. My office is getting more crowded every week. So, settle down, everyone. Don't drop any crumbs anywhere. It's not like Pedro will clean them up anyway. And let's get on with the moment with the master. Well, my very first order of business is to load a dirty, great big thank you in the Royal Britannia trebuchet, wind it back as far as it'll go and fling it right into your ear parts. You deserve it. And without you lovely lot tuning in every week and showing your amazing support, the nautical catastrophe that is Royal Britannia simply could not sail. We're so glad that you're here and join us aboard so that mayhem can continue. All right, stand back, everybody. There's a low-flying random celebrity shout-out! Oh! This is a big one this week. It would seem that as the season has now ended, F1 director Michael Massey, no less, has been listening in and actually offered to help run the show. Well, that's very kind of you, Michael, but I've got this completely covered. Now, where is my so-called feathered assistant? I knew his punctuality streak couldn't last. Pedro! I knew you couldn't keep it up. Wait, why did you just walk in? You've got wings, you know. Nah, I see. I'd forgotten it was Greg Flashman's annual clay pigeon party. That's why there's a new fly zone at the moment, right? Well, you'll just have to stroll around like the rest of us. Well, hand over that shout-out scroll then, boy. Have a lovely walk. Right, so this week's shout out goes to @PenOfSmiting, who has drawn an amazing piece of art for us and posted it on our Twitter. Thank you so much for the work you put in. We absolutely love it, and, well, it's hilarious. So, hats off. Oh, it's not long until Last Light now. And if you're still struggling to nail down that last present, get yourselves over to the well-stocked shelves of the Roll Britannia official merchandise store. And when you're done, why not treat yourself to something awesome in there too? You deserve it. It's true. Now, stop worrying, everyone. Even though the latest episode of Roll Britannia is only out once a week, I know, how mean of us, you can still get your Roll Britannia fix on our social media. Getting in touch with the show could not be easier. Just search for us on whatever your favourite platform is. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. One quick snip around and you'll find us in no time. Got an idea? Pitch it. Have a question for one of the crew? Just ask. Or if you want to have a natter about all things D&D, we are there. Now, if you're really enjoying Roll Britannia, why not do us a really big favour and give the show a lovely 5-star review? Not only does it really help to get the word out about us, it also helps other fantastic people just like you to discover the show. And it only takes just a couple of minutes of your time. And, well, no, we'd really, really appreciate it. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll have Flashman use you all for target practice. Right, that's enough for this week. A new adventure is upon us. And if you listen very carefully, you might hear the tinkling of sleigh bells. And that can only mean a Last Light special is on its way. So, get out of here, you scruffy lot. Go! Oh, before you go, just one more little thing. Support for Roll Britannia is brought to you today by Manscaped, who are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. They offer a whole range of tools and products that are for your downstairs region, whether you're a chap or a lady or anything, really. If you've got unwanted or unkempt hair that you would like to, temporarily remove or just tidy up altogether, then great news! Because not only do Manscaped have all these things, they've got the most exciting one, I think, is the new Lawnmower 4.0. Yeah, the 4.0. There's 4 versions of this, and this is the newest one. I'm very excited. They very kindly sent me and all the boys a whole range of their products to try out. And, well, we've never been so well kempt down there, is all I will say, without going into too much detail. Tidying up down there can be a risky business if you've got the incorrect tools, and there is nothing anyone dislikes more down there than a few nicks and scratches because, well, it's a sensitive area. And the great thing is that I have tried out, personally, I've taken the plunge and I've tried out the products. I have to say the deodorant, the ball deodorant they provide is incredibly refreshing, and the trimmer has successfully tamed everything down there, and there was no need to fear. It was very safe, very tidy, and completely injury-free, which is fantastic. It's all I wanted. The Lawnmower 4.0 is actually specifically designed to help reduce those little nicks and cuts that you might get from other types of trimming, shall we say, and it helps also to reduce the risk of ingrown hairs and other related grooming incidents. What was even better was that the 4.0 actually has a little light on it, which meant that I could see what was going on. You adopt the stance, there's a recommended stance, and using the new trimmer, which has a little wireless charger, which is very cool as well. Easy to use, very straightforward, and most importantly, injury-free. And what, are you asking, is the point of me telling you all this? Well, the great thing is that if you want to be like me and all the other guys, I can get you 20% off and free shipping worldwide, I might add, from manscaped.com. All you have to do is use our special code, that's ROLLBRIT, that's ROLLBRIT. Pop that in as discount code and you'll receive that amazing 20% off and free shipping from manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
I'm sorry. Keth, get your knee out of my face.
It's not my knee.
Oh, God.
Sorry. My knee's over
I gave
here.
it a little kiss. Ow.
Well,
That was a rough landing.
you four, I have to say I am both delighted and surprised to see you back.
Surprised?
Why are you surprised?
We're number 1 trophy hunters, mate. Did you not hear? We won.
Yeah.
We always come back every time so far.
Well, you do have a 100% record of coming back. That's certainly true.
So far.
The captain would like to see you as soon as it's appropriate. So if you would
wicked.
follow me, please.
What's been going on since we've been away?
All will be explained.
What's all the gossip? Oh, come on, Starflower.
Come on.
Don't lead us in cold.
What's the scuttlebutt?
Come on, girl. Dish. Oh, can I make a persuasion check to make a dish some gossip?
Yeah, okay, right. Make a persuasion check.
Yes,
But just by going-
26.
But us go,
Come on.
come on.
So 26.
Yeah. Come on, Starflower.
Yeah, you're
Dish,
pretty
girl.
persuasive.
I love your nails.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Okay, look, just a little bit of gossip, just a tidbit, and then we'll catch up later. But the captain has all the important stuff. Greg Flashman has managed to make his way around almost everyone on the ship now, so that's a thing that's happened.
Even Steve.
Even Yalan.
Especially Steve, not Yalan this time.
Even you.
He's been somewhat pining.
Jeff breathes out.
Yalan's been a bit weird of late. He's started mopping more things, but I guess that's just his way of coping with the stress.
Oh.
But yeah, Gorgon Ram Smashers tried a new type of omelette. That was a success for the most part, except for the 2 people that got salmonella. But we don't talk about that. It was okay.
At least it's
They're fully recovered now.
Yeah, how many people tried it?
Oh.
Just the 2.
Well, I mean, it was more than one.
Less than 3.
Anyway,
Sharp beat.
that's sort of the lowdown of some of the headline things. Are you okay, Jeff? You've got a big bruise on your head.
Just landing back on the Dath, Starflower. You know the drill.
I feel like you do this on purpose every time.
I can't.
These 3 are all fine. Malrus, you look fine.
No one
Yeah,
feels
just
real
a bit.
sorry for me.
Malrus
otherwise.
always
out.
looks fine.
Yeah, on the outside.
So, I mean, I've told you everything that's going on. I can't wait to hear what on earth happened to you.
Now we're going to go see Timbers. Sorry.
Well, I'm coming with you, so
Yeah. We'll tell you in the room.
good. Come with me then. And she strides off across the deck before and sort of casually just gestures to a few other salesmen
Oh,
there.
yes.
to go and deal with the hot air balloon situation.
I'm gonna turn back to them and go, "Oi, don't do anything bad with that. I want
Yeah.
us to keep it."
Yeah, that's ours now. We crash landed in that thing. We owned it.
No, would you like it in your room?
Matt was handing it to his fleet.
Yes, please, if it'll fit.
In our room.
Could
Well,
you try and put it in a
it's
bottle?
Big zip.
That's
yeah.
what I want to try and do, but
Malrus, what are you going to name it if it's going to be part of your fleet?
I want to get it onto the Valkyrie and into a bottle at some point.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yes,
if it'll
boy.
work.
Where is the Valkyrie, by the way? Is it in the bottle?
On in the bottle on my hip.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
And
we could just
you
pop
eventually
the
find
Valkyrie
yourselves.
out, right? And then just get them to put it on there.
Not yet. We'll do it later.
Okay, fair. Just
Well,
pack it
I've
down
got to
for
pack
now,
it all away
lads.
first,
I'll
yeah.
buy you a drink
Yeah.
later.
Aye, sir.
We'll meet you in the wizard's
Oh,
sleep.
sir, I do like that. I think it's the suit covered in blood and gore that really sells the respect around here.
Definitely sets it off, doesn't it?
Yes, that whole situation really does need. Well, if it wasn't you, it would need lots of explaining. But I guess for you, it just needs some explaining.
You are attracting some flies.
Yes.
Can I get
I think
changed
a
on the
shower
way?
is definitely in order, but not until we've spoken.
You look a
Ah,
real
okay.
state, Derek. You need to look better after. You need to look after your clothes better, honestly.
I really do.
The number of times at least one of you comes back covered in blood and vomit and or shit does seem to be almost
Yes.
as often as the coming back.
We have
thing.
to do the
yes,
dirty
so-
work.
Yeah, one of us is covered in shit at the moment, and surprisingly, Starflower, it's not me.
Yes, and she looks at Keth.
Although I imagine a bit did splash
Within-
on me.
I did a change
on
with some
impact.
splashed.
It's on your shins.
I need a
Plus, Jeff, it's nice to have a change of outfit once in a while.
We've really got to take more than
You
one.
eventually make your way into Timber's cabin, and Timbers is there behind his desk, and he says, boys, it is a treat for the eyes to see you alive again.
It's nice to see you too,
It's good to be
Good to
back,
see you.
Timbers.
Good to be
Yeah.
back.
It's good to see you too, Captain.
I'm surprised you were at sea and not back at Nassau.
Well, we did a spot of asset recovery, you might say.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
What asses have you been recovering?
They were, well, you might say imperial assets that we were recovering for us.
Yeah, but what assets were they, though? That's not a very... We've come a long way, Timbers. It's been... If you want the dirt that we've got, and the trophy, which, by the way, we have...
We've
now,
got
That is good news.
Oh, yeah.
But you're going to have to give us a little bit more than that.
I can see you have collected much dirt upon yourselves.
Yeah.
Look, put it this way. We are gentlemen of fortune here, and sometimes that fortune comes at the misfortune of others.
Ah.
Usually those of an imperial nature.
Oh, right. Well, robbing people, why didn't you just say that? There's no need to be so coy about it.
we like to use
Shit.
the word liberated now.
Oh, I do like that, actually.
There's a cash flow redistribution.
Ah.
Talking
Yeah,
of trophies, there is a slight catch.
And what, pray, is that?
Oh, Derek will explain.
Well, the last time... So, once we'd won the trophy...
Which we did fair and square.
You must tell me exactly what has happened, because as far as I can tell, you've arrived on deck. You're covered in blood and feces and shit again, and vomit. And
My bad.
Again, me. That's not the shit. That's not me.
No, I'm the
Appearances.
shitty one.
And this seems to be a regular occurrence, but can you please give me the lowdown of everything that has happened to you over the last month?
Where to begin?
Where to begin? Well, I was an emperor and a master trainer, and I won a trophy
Timbers.
fair and square.
I think I should introduce you to somebody, and I'm just going to let Humphrey out. Come on, Humphrey. I choose you.
Yes!
Humphrey appears and goes, "Hello!
It's so good to see you.
Oh, meet up, Bermuda. What is that? Is that a flump?
Yeah, that's Humphrey. He helped us out quite a lot. Nice bloke. Used to be an
Is
accountant.
Humphrey a person? How have you captured this thing?"
Well, Flint Frostbeard gave me one of the ball type things that they use in the Orcish Republic, but I can sort of just use it on things. And we got... How did we pick up Humphrey in the end? Did we nick him?
We traded him for me.
We traded him.
Yeah, we
for
did.
me.
We nicked him, but, you know, we
I was a
liberated
trade
him. There you
timber.
go. We liberated him.
What do you mean you traded him for Jeff? They trade in people in the Orcish Republic now.
Okay.
Closer people.
So, yeah.
I said this was a brutal place, but I didn't realise they were capturing slaves.
It's
I
not
got
as
turned
bad
into
as
a
you
dragon.
What? You were
I-
turned into a dragon?
Yeah.
I was a doppelganger.
How is this thing possible?
Okay, so what they do is basically capture people, turn them into monsters, and make them fight each other almost to the point of death, where they
Keth
recover them in
loved it.
hospital. And it's sort of like a brutalist society in which the person who makes the most animals fight is the champion and like sort of the best. So we haven't
That
had
there
a
ever
great
was.
time. Yeah.
And this brutal society also possesses the technology to turn you into monsters as well.
No,
Yeah.
just one weirdo.
Yeah, he was a proper weirdo. He smashed the place. He didn't seem very keen on the people there.
Right.
But he knew about the outside world. He knew
Yeah, he
about
did he now?
all of here.
And how has he learned that?
Professor Shale.
Shale.
Yes. Keep your ear out.
He-
there.
I have heard tale of a shale.
He's got an alcoholic
Someone-
son or nephew or something.
Nephew.
I can't speak for that, but
Well, that
There
might be a
is-
way in, you know, extort his alcoholic gambling debts and his reckless behaviour.
He's pretty
Get Professor
easily
Shale in
manipulated,
debt
to
to
be
you.
fair.
Dude, you're talking about assets. This is a perfect one.
We used him a lot. He was very
A
valuable.
spy.
in this.
And,
Oh, yes.
and we can connect him to a crime because he's fucking mental.
I am intrigued by the way you have escaped from that place in a hot air balloon, no less.
They got bad sea defences, Captain.
Well, we haven't
Yes,
seen
that would
any
explain all the
defences.
all the wreckages that happen on the whereabouts there. But it would seem the skies are not so heavily defended there.
At all.
Just
Well-
float right over.
Well, this is the thing. Were we at sea or were we in the sky?
You know, there's some
That is,
debate about that.
We were in
Very
flight.
valuable knowledge you have imparted upon me there. Now, boys, I did send you for a mission. Did you accomplish it?
Yes, we
Well,
did.
that's where it gets tricky. after
We
winning,
did. We did. We did win a trophy. I
no,
won a trophy.
well, Timbers.
Right.
I think we should just
Stole
be honest with you.
A
Um,
trophy.
You know, because we're on the same team and all that. After kicking everybody's asses in the tournament and winning fair and square, true Cinderella story. You know,
Rags to riches.
Story that is much
Rags to
that leaves
riches.
much to be investigated. I'm certain.
Oh, absolutely. Legends will be told of our great
Songs
victory
will be
in that
sung, and
arena.
I'll have another
Yeah.
beer named after me.
But I was the first person to pick up the trophy, and
Right.
and I was in my huge rock form, and some of the magic from me went into the trophy, and now it's sort of like gonna, you know, attack the first person that touches it. And now
Maybe.
I'm not in my big rock form, and it might, or maybe not. Maybe it'll just it's too far away. I don't know, but we need to be careful getting it out of the bag.
The bag
Right.
is another issue.
Do I not need to roll a deception check?
I was
for
going to
that?
say.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean,
Fuck.
yeah.
Oh,
Very
plus
little of that is true.
plus 11 to deception, though.
Your nose is touching the
me,
microphone, but your head hasn't
16,
moved.
20, 27 deception check.
Okay, Timbers. Yeah, Timbers
Laps it up.
is skeptical but believes you.
Jeff's looking sort of suspiciously like back and forward with Keth and Derek, like, what the fuck? Is this? We didn't discuss
Where is
did
this
we?
bag?
How hard did I hit my head?
Keth just look at Malrus and
Right,
shrugs like,
right. So then, shall we take a look at this trophy?
It's just in this bag, Captain.
yeah, that's the other
Right.
slight snag,
Just-
is that you might get something else on the end of this trophy.
Well, we'll deal with that when it happens. Would you care to fetch it for me?
You want to do it in the office?
Can we do it outside on the deck? Derek, can I borrow you
Yeah.
for a moment?
Sure.
Because you're the one who put it in.
Timbers just looks very confused. But he says, "Carry on."
It's fine, Captain. They did this a lot. Keth used to sort of having more one-on-one moments after this last arc. He was quite a brutal leader.
Will you drop that, Jeff?
You're outside.
All
Shut
right. Sorry, I thought we were on the way out. Sorry.
I waited until you left.
Door slammed.
Like, and then as the door
He was
slams,
a right knob.
Right, Derek.
can you believe Timbers bought all that?
I know.
I'm going to say really quietly. I didn't think he'd go for it, but
I saw
you know.
Jeff trembling how angry he was that you got away with that. He did a
Maybe he
squeak and
just wanted
everything.
you out of the room. Maybe it was the spell or the gore putting him off. Anyway, what do you want me for?
You put the trophy into Bob. I need you
Yeah.
to retrieve him
Why do I need to retrieve?
because you're the best. Okay,
Why do I need to retrieve him?
you put
You
him in.
could Yeah, but you've pulled out stuff that I put into Bob before.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Forget that.
How
It'll
heavy
be
is
fine.
this trophy?
No.
It's trophy weight.
Yeah, it's quite a big trophy.
I just need you to reach into my bag and pull out the trophy
Why?
because you put it in.
That's not a justification.
Yes, it is. Come on.
No. It doesn't work like that. I don't think, from what I've seen, it doesn't work like that. Keth,
Fine.
what will you
I'll
give
be
me in
brave.
return? What will you give me in return?
Nothing.
Oh,
I'll be
then fuck
brave.
you.
And I'll do it.
Be brave, you coward.
Oh, now he's doing it. That's fine. You made it. You that was the terms
So,
and
Keth, you
conditions.
reach into Bob.
Okay.
And
And I roll. Luckily, it's a 3.
Oh, after all that.
and you find the trophy at the end of it. And as your hand grips the trophy and withdraws it from the bag, and in that moment, you're alone.
Derek.
There's no one else there. You're on board a ship, still in the ocean.
Derek. With lads. What is Bill?
Bill's not there either. It's just you.
Oh,
And then you hear a voice. And it sort of chuckles and says,
Keth pulls his pistol straight away. Who's that? Who is it? Where the fuck is everybody?
Not spoil.
Are you my conscience?
and as you turn around, you see a dwarven figure stood in not a dissimilar place to where Derek was stood. But a much more heavily armoured one, in very elaborate armour. Very gilded almost, very fancy-looking armour. And this is,
You won't be needing that.
Well, you need to start explaining yourself before I pull this trigger. I don't know where I am now.
You can try. The name's Abathor.
Where is everybody, Abathor? I'm freaking out a bit now.
They're around, don't worry. I have a proposition for you of sorts. You have in possession a piece of eight, I understand. My favourite, in fact. A prize of sorts. I love prizes and gold of all sorts of kinds of things.
Okay.
I can make you a big happy man, a wealthy man indeed. I have a certain sway in the celestial world. I am... Some would call me greedy, but I think I am just more of an ambitious god.
You're a god?
Well, was that not self-evident? I have the power to change reality as it stands.
I guess I definitely...
But here's the situation, I can make you very wealthy. I only need a small donation, you might say.
Well, let's hear it.
What say you to that?
What are your terms?
Imagine, if you will, the power to make money out of nothing. To have gold at your fingertips.
That would be very useful.
It would. I think I can make that happen for you, but I'm going to need something in return.
Is it Jeff?
Who is Jeff Play?
No, don't worry. Well, what do you need? As Keth decocks his pistol and slips it back into the holster.
Nothing much, just let's say some of your vitality and a small sliver of strength maybe, and a quick dash or maybe one's initiative or something. I don't like to be greedy, they say, but maybe even a tiny fraction perhaps of your, let's say, you don't need to be wise, you will be rich. Wise men are unhappy men, rich men are happy men, so let's say some of your wisdom, perhaps some of your vitality, and maybe a slight break in your initiative.
So I could just create as much gold as I want whenever I want it.
Let's say I gave you this.
And he pulls an axe off his back. A gilded axe of fine, intricate work.
I shall bind this to your soul. It'll come to you at your beck and call whenever you need. And let's say this axe were to be able to turn your foes' misgivings into a financial situation for yourself. Let's say that every time you strike a blow, you could roll, say, a D100, and their blood would become that much gold.
I see. The more blood they spill, the more gold I get.
Oh, yes, I think that's only fair.
And all you need is some of my health, vitality, some of my initiative, and some of my wisdom.
And some strength. Don't forget the strength is very important. I need it for tactical purposes.
Growing arms and legs, this is, Abathor. How much of
you need to take the deal, of course. You can refuse, and nothing bad ever happened to those who refused the offer of a god.
It's just an offer, though, isn't it? What if I were to refuse?
No, you are very welcome to do so.
The man like me doesn't need so much gold. How much health
did I mention?
Okay.
This axe is a very good axe. Divine, I would say. While it is a +2 axe of sorts, it also does a 1d4 additional damage of a godlike nature.
Now we're talking.
You might say it has religious aspects.
The more I hear of it, the better it sounds.
Yes, I thought you might say that.
So how much health would you want? How much of my vitality do you need?
Oh, I don't know, let's say 19 points, say.
That's a lot. What about strength?
Oh, just the 1 point from strength will be fine.
My initiative?
Just the one of those. I'm not a greedy man, despite what people say.
And what about how much of my wisdom?
Oh, now wisdom is very important to this deal. I'll need a good 3 points of that wisdom.
How about if I gave you 22 of my vitality and you have 2 of my wisdom?
That is an acceptable trade.
Well then, I guess we shake. Abathor, god of amazing axes.
And he holds out a hand and he says,
Don't shake unless you mean it. A deal that is done cannot be undone.
Then I will take this deal, Abathor.
And as you shake his hand, the world returns. And whilst in one hand you are holding the trophy, in the other you are holding a fine, elaborate axe.
Oh, that was really weird.
Are you okay, Keth? Your eyes glazed over for a second there.
You can see this axe, right?
Holy fuck. Where did that come from?
Funny story. I do feel a bit weird, though. I don't feel very well at all.
Okay,
Actually.
if you were to, say, hand your axe to someone else, and then you wanted the axe back...
You've got Milner.
Can I have a go on the axe?
What have I got? I've got...
Stormbreaker.
Derek, can you hold this?
Yeah, I'll try and take it from him.
No, you take the axe and you are holding the axe.
Oh, wicked. I thought my hands would drop to the floor like I wouldn't be worthy to lift it, but I guess I am worthy.
No, you
Thanks,
can hold his
Keth.
axe.
You've given me self-belief.
Keth, do you want the axe back?
Yes.
Think about having the axe back then.
I do want that axe back.
It's back.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
You're no longer holding the axe, Derek.
Keth, I know we need to address this statue trophy thing. Go down the hallway. Give me the axe.
You're on deck at the moment, but yeah.
Okay, well, just go over there then.
Okay, fine.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'll give you 3, 2, 1, and then you got to think about it. And I'm just gonna run across the deck.
Go. I want it back.
Go.
Whoa. This is amazing.
Was insane.
Does it come flying back to him, or does it just appear? Does it disappear and appear, or is it like a foom and it actually goes back to him?
I'm going to let you decide.
I think
Both of them
is
they have plus and minuses to both.
Yeah,
of them.
they do.
Yeah, because
It will
through
take
people.
time to get back to you if it flies, but it will potentially do damage.
And it'll have to go
way.
through things.
just make sure.
That's cool though.
So-
It is cool.
Oh,
It's up
Keth.
to you.
Mjolnir.
Keth,
Dude,
what
But
do you want?
whichever way you decide to be, that is how it will be.
Wait till the first time you use it. Save it till the first time you use it, and then we'll just
Well,
know.
he's just used it because then we'd know.
He's just used it, so
Oh, yeah.
we need a call here.
I'm gonna go with classic Mjolnir. It's got a full on. It's got a.
You're
It
right.
flies back to his hand. It'll take time to smash through things, but you can use that.
Physically through the air, it will travel
Yes.
to you.
Excellent. Like a boomerang.
So if it's miles away from you, it could take hours to reach
Yes,
you.
I'll just make sure I don't drop it.
But also, if he left it at the front door somewhere,
Yep.
and then he went into the
could
building
literally
halfway
just-
through, he could be just like, "Come here," and it just goes straight through the bricks and anyone else that's in between him and them.
We'll
Depending on the
find out. I think
material,
we'll
depending on
find
the
out,
material,
won't
it might be able to do that. Yeah.
Thor's got so far with this.
This axe just banging against the wall because it's too weak to get through.
Like a character,
Everyone's looking at it and go,
an old
"What the
video game
fuck's going
character
on
just
there?"
running against the wall. Why can't I get Rude.
The fuck is that? Yeah.
Guy just walks in and goes, magnets, don't understand magnets, don't understand that, must be magnets.
Patiently waits for somebody to open the door.
So you are you heading back inside to Timber's office now?
Keth, this is amazing. I don't know where you got it from, but you have to tell me. Not now, though. For expediency, I think they're waiting on us in there.
Yeah, I just don't. Oh, I feel really weird. Yeah.
Well, what's the matter? What's the matter, friend?
Oh, I just don't feel as full of normal. I don't feel as full as life. And
Well,
I feel like I've forgotten stuff.
We've had a long journey. Do you remember getting here? All of the...
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there
Trials
was the shooting holes.
You know
in
who
the
I am?
Balloon, and we were here, and I just don't feel as
It's
smart.
been a
as
long
normal.
journey, mate.
Blah.
Mate, it's
I must
been a
just
long
be tired.
journey. It's only natural. Your hot air balloon lagged. Is there a word for that?
So you head inside to Timber's office, and Timbers is there, and he says, "Oh, it's a very fine axe you have there. Very nice, young Keth.
Oh, is there an
Are you
animal
ready
that
to?
looks like shit, Keth?
Have we addressed the issues that you said might arise from
Was there anything with the cow?
acquiring the trophy?
No, everything's fine out there. It's all sorted now.
Oh yes, and here's your trophy.
Excellent, Starflower, if you wouldn't mind." And she fetches the chest that you've been putting these items into, and she opens it up. And
Lovely
just,
chest, Starflower.
Drop it in.
Can I roll perception?
Yes, roll perception. What are you looking for?
Is my old voodoo doll still in there?
God.
No, there's never been other items in the chest.
Oh. Even if
Different
I rolled a
chest.
19?
That doesn't change the reality of the situation.
They're trying to keep it dry.
Looking really hard doesn't change what's actually there.
Well, I'm
Fine.
sure it is.
I really want it to be there.
Yeah, I wanted to do that.
Well, it was.
But I looked so good.
Yeah, I did.
You dropping the trophy in?
Clang.
I think we'll have to heft it in. Yeah.
I could drop the mic.
Yeah. As you drop it in, there's just a sound that sounds weirdly like jingling coins. And then the lid of the chest snaps shut, and Starflower strides away carrying the chest. Right then, boys, there are many things to discuss, but first among which is, well done, thank you very much. Another job excellently
Tea
achieved.
and medals all round.
Now, as members of the crew, I have a responsibility to you to not just provide you with work and feed you and shelter you, but I also have a responsibility as members of our crew. You have an equal share in any prizes drawn. And while you were away for the last month or so, it was very much the case that we got busy, as I say, acquiring new funds.
Ooh.
And, there is a portion, there is your share of the plunder just here for you.
Oh.
And he gestures to a chest that is on the floor. And he says, please, boys, divide among yourselves. I have not the time to be bothered with the counting, but feel free to steal and plunder from each other. Just please don't spill any blood on the deck.
Nah.
Yalan has scrubbed it to within an inch of its life, so I dare say if he scrubs it again, it might fall
I can
through.
almost see
How is
through it.
Yalan?
Captain, do you happen to know where I might find Yalan?
He's been spending many a day in the canteen.
Lads,
There's much to clean in there, you understand.
Could you
There's much mopping that can be done.
lads, can you set aside my gold? I'll come back for it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm feeling quite peckish. I just need to.
Sure.
I need to nip
I'll
off.
set aside your gold.
Equal shares, Jeff.
I hope Yalan's not eating his feelings.
Equal shares. I presume we're just splitting it 4 ways.
4 ways.
I think that's
Four
the
ways.
standard. That's
Yeah.
fair enough. So
I'm
we'll
going to
set.
exit Tim's cabin. And
I'll keep yours in
head
trust, Jeff.
to the canteen.
Okay, you head off to the canteen. The other three of you looking in the chest.
I'll meet you
Yep.
in the wizard sleeve later, lads.
He's got to go see a man about a dog.
How long has there been a dog on board? I've seen the bloody cats, but where does this hound acquire? Did you bring a dog with you?
No, I think Rita probably got him to chase away the cats.
Oh, you shall need a horse to chase that away soon. And then a bear.
Well, actually, we might be able to help you out there.
Or some
Anyway,
chickens.
Timbers.
We can overwhelm them with chickens.
That's a very strange thing to say. How say you do that? I have things to do. I cannot be discussing chickens and cats and dogs all day.
What? How much is in the chest, Eric?
Take your chest.
Yeah.
And when you have divided your gold, I imagine you will have some shopping to do. And yes, Flint Frostbeard would like to see you. He has as successful missions have been accomplished again. I think it is only fair that you acquire something from him. I will send a missive to him at once and say you are to be given new gear from the armory.
Oh,
how is he?
I dare say there shall be some shenanigans in the acquiring. He's gone a little strange in the head, as
strange,
David
more
said.
strange.
The head. Yeah.
Yes, he's taken to wearing a wig. I'm not certain why.
Oh, I hope he looks like a judge.
I didn't notice a bald patch.
Right, boys. I have captain things to do. It's great to have you back.
So how much?
I shall see you later.
Thank you, Timbers. Just quickly, how much is in the chest?
In the chest, there is precisely
1,400.
12,000 gold pieces.
12,000. I'm gonna pop the wizard sleeve down and open that up and just shove the chest into the wizard sleeve. Pick it back.
Oi,
Derek.
No. We'll sort it out. We will sort it out. Okay.
You couldn't be asked to carry it.
Yeah, I can't be asked to lug that thing back to wherever we're going. Plus, Jeff's share is in there as well. You know, and I don't want him turning all invisible on me.
Just don't screw us over.
No. I'm past that these days. We're making enough dollar.
I'm off for a shower.
You know,
And then Keth will leave by the usual manner and just boot the door.
I'm going to go with him.
Kicking the door off.
They've actually Timbers has actually installed special hinges that when you kick them, they come clean out, and you just clip them back in.
Does Keth still get the satisfaction of booting the door, though? Does he feel...
Yeah, they're on like magnetic hinges, so most of the time it's a hinge. But if you hit it really hard, it just pops
So he
off.
still gets the
really
satisfaction of booting it to the floor.
Yeah.
As wanting to see, once he disappears, someone just comes on and goes...
Puts it back up.
Clink. Yep.
That's
He has an official doorman for
Why
it.
isn't that a thing? Why isn't that a real thing?
Magnetic hinges. Yeah, I know. I've just invented them.
D&D, bro.
Drifting in a balloon, an argument begins. Malrus uses his compass to direct, while Chaff controls the wind. Commotion getting the balloon to go down, or at least land it safely. A number of ideas are thrown around, furniture, teleporting, and Clippy. Malrus and Cass shoot holes in the balloon. That seems to do the trick. They soon descend at lukewarm speed, landing heavily on Timber's deck. Keth grabs a trophy from Bob. No animals, but a god. Now he has the axe that recalls, but also feels quite odd. So it's time to go shopping. Will the loot division be fair? Well, I guess you'll find out next time on Roll Britannia.
Now then, you lovely lot, we need your help. We want to make our piratical adventures simply the best D&D 5e podcast out there on the seven seas. So we've decided to be very brave indeed and launch our very own Roll Britannia Patreon page. And don't you worry, though we may be scoundrels and vagabonds in the Shattered Lands, we're certainly not going to be stealing your hard-earned booty to line our own coffers. All of the money that we raise, we want to plough right back into the show so that we can be the best that we can be. So, what's in it for me, I hear you say? Well, there's a whole treasure chest worth to be had. There's exclusive Buccaneer prologues so that you learn some of the secrets about your favourite heroes and where it all began. You'll be able to read the finest tabloid on the high seas, the Daily Tel Dath. You can get your hands on ARC-exclusive merchandise that you won't find in our shop. And the best part? Your very own handcrafted, beautifully made and totally unique piece of crap art, drawn just for you by your favourite Buccaneer. Just look for Roll Britannia on patreon.com, or, even easier, just follow the links on our social media pages and let us navigate the way for you. And worry not, the nautical antics of the Roll Britannia Buccaneers will still be available every Wednesday as usual. Absolutely free. And we certainly wouldn't want any of our amazing loyal fans spending any more than they can afford. We wouldn't have gone anywhere without our amazing band of followers. So, with your help and support, you, yes you, can make the show even better.
Hi, excursionist. I'm Nari. Do you know that stories have a way of taking you into a different world? Why don't you join me at the Into the Night Anthology podcast? We present you with bite-sized stories that make you question what you thought you knew. I may have something that would interest you. Everything gets old. So someday, as long as it's cared for, any item will become an antique. That includes you and me. And sometimes terrify you with what you didn't.
What's happening? This can't be real.
You can see us, but you are powerless to stop us.
Bring a friend along when you find us on your favorite podcast directory, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at Into the Night Pod so you never miss an episode. Remember, you should never wander these twisted paths alone. In fact, look, the first path is just ahead. Are you ready? Follow me.